Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're on a... I cuffs down. Today we are on a trip down to our cabin. We are going to do a little bit of an update on our Jackery power
unit.
Yeah, that we've got several weeks ago now. And we have been wanting to do this for quite a while now. And so we are going to take our solar panels down and attempt to get them up on the roof of our cabin so we can have power down in our cabin, hopefully at all times. So hopefully the solar panels will keep the Jackery charged up so that we can use the cabin whenever we want to have power down there. Now, of course, I don't want to leave my Jackery down at the cabin because there's just too many other uses for the Jackery that I want to be able that I need it for. So I will keep it home on the farm or maybe in my horse trailer so that I have it available and handy whenever I might use it, because it's so versatile and some of the things I can do with it. A lot of times I'm going to be using it when I go to a log job for one thing or another, and I might need to do some repairs, and so I need to have my grinder maybe or something, and so I'm going to want that unit with me at all times. But it's very simple. We have it on our sled, even right here today, with a whole bunch of other stuff, odds and ends that we're going to need to do this job. And it's very simple to bring it down to the cabin whenever we want it, have it down here. And so the solar panels will be set up and left permanently here, and the Jackery will kind of go back and forth to stay close to where I need it so that I can use it at any given time. Today we have Duke and Earl, and so often people wonder why I'm using a sled in the middle of summertime. And that's a good question. Well, I like to use the sled because I try to keep my horses in really good shape. If I used a wagon, it wouldn't even be any work for them to come down here with a wagon. Whereas the sled, it gives them a little bit of a harder pull so that they can stay in shape better for all the logging that I do. And even the farm work that I do, it helps keep them in good shape. So when I go do my haying, which will be very soon, as you see, our fields are really starting to green up and come up nicely. This is nice clover down here now. And we'll be doing some haying, and maybe even before this video comes out, we'll maybe have already started haying. And but if the horses are in great shape, they are able to do so much more in the hay fields and or in the woods logging. So that's why we do it this way. A little bit crazy, I know, but most people can call me crazy, and I wouldn't expect anything different because I guess I am a little bit crazy.
Don't you think it teaches them how to lug something, like to walk sensibly? And
well, yes, but that's what they do all day long when they're logging and whatever. It's more of a purpose now is to keep them in shape so that when I'm actually logging or farming, that yes, then they can just lug that load and just keep right on working.
boy, this does look really nice here. It's really come along good here.
Well, hopefully before we get too far on our project, Brenda's going to make some coffee down here after we get our Jackery set up. And I'm going to have a little bit of a coffee break before I really tackle the job at hand. So it is the 1st of June right today, and it's a beautiful day, not the warmest. And a lot of places around the country and around the world are way, way warmer than we are. But it's about 60, 65 degrees maybe at the most. But it's a sunny day, so it just feels really, really nice.
Well, we've had so much kind of cloudy and cool weather.
Yeah.
So this just seems so nice today. I gotta find out what all those little pink flowers are.
Purple?
Well, I call them pink. Pinkish purple.
I guess there's a tint of pink to them.
But there's a ton of them back over there this year.
Yeah.
Man, look at that clover. It's lush.
This is my new seeding from last year, which last year was not very happy with it, but now it seems like the clover is coming along nicely, so hopefully it'll be fine. Several days ago, I came down here with a bush hog and actually bush hogged around the cabin a little bit, and I brought the first load of stuff down here. I got a couple ladders here, and tried to figure out how I was going to do this. And I'm still not 100% positive, but I think I know how we're going to put the solar panels up on the roof. So we'll get situated.
I'd just like to say that this is so fabulous that you bush hogged here. This is going to be so great. It's amazing how fast everything grows up. This pond is all growing in.
Skip hug.
Oh my goodness, Skippy. They don't want to come in.
Oh. Okay, time to get the coffee going and maybe we can get started work and then have a cup of coffee.
I wish I would have caught it on film, but 4 little birds just flew out of this nest right here. I don't know if they were ready to fly yet or not, but they got scared when we came to the door. As you can see, the extension cord for the skill saw is hitched to the power unit, the Jackery.
So guys, I thought of a couple different ways to do this. So I have 2 of these sections of solar panel that can all be connected together if I choose to. This cabin is facing east and west. It's not facing that southern direction, which would be preferred for solar power, of course, but we still get a lot of sun right here. So, but I was thinking earlier that maybe I should put half the panels, I believe there's 12 panels total, and I thought maybe I'd put 6 of them on one side and 6 on the other side of the house so that it would get that morning sun and then again the afternoon sun. I decided not to. I decided to just put them all on the western slope of this roof. I came out here one night about 6 o'clock here a week ago, and the sun was kind of shaded by those trees off to my right there because the sun kind of veers over there a little bit. So the further this way on the cabin, the better. So I decided I'm just going to put them on one long line. So I'm cutting boards the whole length of the cabin. These are tamarack boards that I'm going to screw to the cabin, and then I'm going to screw the panels directly to these boards. And I'm going to line them up right next to each other, and they all connect up. And then the power cord will go directly down to the Jackery, and it should work really good. And it's so nice to have the Jackery to be even able to run the skill saw, because you know there's no power out here obviously, but there is now.
Thanks, Skip. Tamarack lumber is not very fun to work with for 2 reasons. Because of the pitch and because of the little slivers you can get from it. Very nice view from up here.
Putting this piece of heavy-duty foam underneath between the 1x4 and the roof through the screw to keep the roof from leaking.
That packing actually was what the unit came in, and they did a really great job of giving high quality packing to make sure it got here safely. Well, the coffee's all ready. There's a lot of racket going up on the roof, but maybe if I pour the coffee, he'll come down. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I like my coffee fresh, not having sit cooking for a long time. So hopefully he'll be down in a minute and we can have our break. Sure was nice to walk in the cabin, smell the coffee, know it was all done, because we, had power and didn't have to do it the hard way, although that's fun sometimes too. But this was really nice. I know I'm going to have a hard time getting him to stop, but I think he will in a minute. He just wanted to get this board done while he's got the figures and whatnot in his head.
It's too bad there wasn't fish in the pond. We could fish a few for some supper for tonight.
Yeah. Could bring down our electric frying pan and cook them up.
Absolutely.
It's kind of strong.
Kind of good.
Yeah. Give you some oomph to get this done.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be fun if there was some fish in there. We should try to work on that. But it's so shallow, and I don't know what kind of fish would work good in there. Goldfish.
Yeah, we could have a meal of goldfish.
We could have what?
A meal of goldfish.
I don't want a meal of goldfish, but it'd be nice to have some fish in the pond. You're ready to get back to work. Me too. Come on, Skip.
Already. I didn't ask for the cord, but I'm glad you brought it.
Well, it was all attached, so what can I say?
That was the wrong end.
Okay, while Jim is up on the roof working, getting those solar panels set up, I am going to do a little much needed vacuuming in here. Something that most of the time doesn't get done until next fall. But I'm really kind of excited that maybe we will use this cabin more if we have this power unit available. I think it'll just make it a little bit easier so that we can come down, you know, at a spur of a moment, bring a few things down and enjoy being here. It's working great. We always get little things that fall down from the ceiling and stuff like that, so it's so nice to be able to come down here and get that taken care of. There, well, I've basically given the cabin a once-over, and as I look around here, I see that our floor is showing a lot of wear. It's just a pine floor, but it gets a lot of traffic, and you know, like people walk on it with their skates and whatever. And I was thinking that it would be nice, I could come down here maybe with a sander sometime, even if it was just a hand sander, and just give it a buff up and another coat of poly sometime. And it's nice to know that it would be fairly easy to do now. Makes it a little bit easier. Looks like he's got some of the units screwed down and plugged in. Jim just plugged in the solar units, and as you can see here, as you can see, there's a lot of input going in. It's like going up fast. The sun is just is going up like crazy. The sun just came out from behind a cloud, and so it's really perking it up there. And that's just the first the first set of panels is up. So that's pretty cool. Down a lot, and I think that's because the sun is, there's huge clouds, and the sun keeps getting blocked by clouds. Like right now, the sun, we can see it's coming out really bright, and look at that thing go up. That's crazy. But then when it goes by behind the cloud, it goes way back down. So that's the power of the sun. Jim had to go back and get some more screws. I offered to walk back, but he said he'd take the horses up and get everything he needed. Okay, it is coming in at like almost 600 watts, and we're at 96% on the input or the charge. And so the sun is super bright now, and Jim is just plugging in the last units. He may have just done it. It went up to 660 there. So it's really helping to charge this baby up. There were a couple questions that people ask about the generator. One commenter asked how many watt hours it has, and this generator has 5,040 watt hour capacity and a 7,200 watt output. So it can handle even larger appliances during a power outage, and it can also be expanded to 60 kilowatt hours, which is great because you can start small and grow later. Buy what you need today and then add on to it as your needs change tomorrow. Well, we're on our way back. We are loaded. We are glad we have the horses to transport everything. Going around the entire field, so we didn't show you this way, and things are looking good on this side of the field as well. Well, I'm hoping that we come down and use the cabin a little more, since things will be a little bit easier and more convenient now. I was kind of wondering how long these units last, but the company has told us that the Jackery 5000 Plus also lasts for about 4,000 cycles, delivering over 10 years of durability, even with daily use. The battery still retains 70% of capacity after 10 years. It also comes with a 3-year warranty for a little bit of extra peace of mind, so that's really nice to know. We really appreciate having this generator around the farm, because there are lots of jobs we're going to be able to do with it, and it's going back with us right now, but anytime we want, we can come back down and get it charged up with our solar panels. It's portable, it's dependable, and it makes our work a lot easier if we bring it along with us. So it'll be a nice addition to our farm. It has been a nice addition to our farm, and we just wanted to share a little bit more with you about what we're doing with it. If you want more information, visit the link in the description for the Jackery Prime Day sale with up to 65% off. That's great. Or just go to the Google search Jackery Prime Day for more info. Well, we hope you enjoyed this little trip around our farm today on this nice warm day. And how are you feeling about everything?
Good. I think it's going to work fine.
Good. And we just want to thank Jackery for sponsoring this video today. Stay tuned for more Working Horses with Jim to come.
Have a good one. This is how we're going off on the line. We can download some right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.